Hello! Happy stream day. Hey, you get a game, you get a game, you get a game. Let's play a game. How's it going, Steph? Hope it's a good week. I'm excited to play Monster Olympics. It is, I think it's done. So we are going to play the potentially final iteration. Hey, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, a couple changes, and I think it'll bring it all together here. I got to play it with the game group this week, and then I got to play with the family yesterday. That's all right. Working on Wednesdays. Hey, glad you're around. That is great. I'm only going to be able to stream for 1 hour today. The girls have open house, so we are going to. I have to run in just a little bit. Do you know what we played it yesterday? I had to nudge it a little bit, but the girls got it and they played it. They loved it. I say they loved it. They enjoyed playing. They enjoyed making a monster, and we had some fun, silly creations. Yeah, new school. They're trying it out. She did. She did. One issue was the on the game sheet where you line them up. That spatially is kind of weird, right? Where it's like a 1 and a 5, so it's there and it's here. That it was both of them, that there were two choices was weird. So really we would just get it lined up and then say where it was, and then she would find it. She found it a couple times on her own. But yeah, that is it doesn't come easily, that idea of where that's located on the sheet. It's good. It is all good. Well, good day. I am enjoying streaming on Thursdays. Yeah, I think so, Steph. Yeah. I think you're saying that kids might focus more on making their monsters how they want them rather than just points. And I think that's the fun of it. So I want it to be a little more a lighter fare. So, it was really funny. We played on Tuesday with the game group, with the game design crew. Your nephew does that kind of thing. Games, yeah, yeah, and that for them is so much fun. So I wanted to have that be an option. We'll see how it feels today. But on Tuesday night, I added a bunch of these combo pieces where it's the orange X, which I'll show you in just a second. But if you get that, then it lets you X any spot on the map. And it started, I was like, this feels pretty good. Yeah, this will be good. Okay, we're okay. And then it hit a certain turn, I was like, oh wait, this is broken. It was like literally broken, where you could go infinite, where you filled all your tracks because the combos just took off. That you could combo one, choose anywhere, get the things you needed to get another combo, and back and forth, and that wasn't good. How do we say? That was bad. So that was interesting, to say the least. Yeah, and everyone, it was good feedback though, and to remove a lot of those combos too, because once those start to chain, I think for a kid it's just too much to try to manage all those things, and so it's a weird balance of actually just choosing. It's going to be a game that doesn't lean too hard into that. It has a little bit of that, but it's more about just drawing a silly monster and having fun as a family. So that's the goal with this one. Ah, very good. I hope it's a great time. This has turned into somewhat of a design time on these Thursdays, and I have a crazy idea. Oh, The Mind. That's a great game. Some people love it or hate it. It's a make or break kind of game. Some folks love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And that's great if you're Crew loves it. Some people get very upset at the mind because some folks aren't doing it the way they want them to and all that jazz. I mean, what a genius game. What a genius game that is. Yeah, it should be guinea pig games. You're right. It should be guinea pig games. That's pretty good. A new design studio. All guinea pigs welcome. So here's my crazy idea, and it really is crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. I've been listening to some podcasts, some ludology podcasts, which are excellent, and I've been looking at several Kickstarters, Iridia, and what's the other one? Earthborn Rangers, and thinking about open-ended, open-world exploration and how that's such a thing. I mean, video games have done that for a long time, but there are just not a lot of board games that have done that. So now I'm thinking of open world exploration, pardon me, open world exploration and roll and writes. Oh no. So my crazy idea is to make it would be a book. Remember, Lauren at one point got a Sudoku book, and it was just a bunch of Sudokus all in this one book. And the size of the book was good for writing. So you would have a map, and instead of it being linear, like Dice in the Darkness, room 1, room 2, room 3, yada, you would rather go wherever you wanted to. And then you would turn to a page in your book, like an adventure book. What is that? That's trademarked. But the the Choose Your Own Adventure books, in a similar way, that when you say you went to this island, turn to page 35, and that would be a roll and write. It would be a shorter roll and write. I think that's the other thing too, is maybe just 10 round roll and write. So quicker plays. And as you explore that, then you would get a special item, something special at the end that shows that you went there. I was thinking around some theming this morning. And then you would go anywhere you wanted after that. So this sounds like a crazy idea because of how big of a project it would be. So I think it would need some really good design parameters so that each room was simple enough that you could jump in, play it, jump out. So yeah. But right now I'm going to keep doing one-page roll and writes. So there's some potential there. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. So we're going to jump in here in just another minute or two. If you want to join in, if you're following along on a replay, or if you're here live now, or if you're joining in on YouTube, we're going to be playing a new game, a new one-page roll and write, Monster Olympics. So you can grab the link there, I believe. Let me double check. The computer will probably stop. I just updated it with a couple more tweaks. I just uploaded it, so I want to make sure it's the right one. Yes, that's right. That link is all good. So, and we're going to jump in and play this quick Monster Olympics roll and write game. This is supposed to be family friendly. So, and it's free to play along. We're going to use the same dice rolls as we go. So let me go to the table here. Maybe. Here we go. All right, let's zoom in. So we are here, Monster Olympics. We are competing for gold and silver and bronze in the Monster Olympics. I think I'm going to get all the medals because it may just be me playing. And that's okay. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So let me explain how this game works. It is going to be played over 15 rounds. You're going to be trying to build your monster by building up the strength and the speed and the scare and the pizzazz of your monster. And we're going to actually get medals for the strength and the speed and the scare. Now, we might right now make up some solo rules. And I think the solo rules would be maybe you're competing against 2 other people. And they have, let me grab a paper here. Here's what I would recommend for it. That it would be randomized bot players. Yeah, I think that's good stuff. I'm thinking like if it was like bot A, right? And that one had the stats of what they would finish as. And so then it could be like, I don't know, like 10, 7, 12, let's say, right? And that would be bot A, and then we could have bot B. And I think that you would either roll at the beginning of the game or roll at the end of the game 2 dice, and there would be several bots, I guess 6 bots, you know, and you would roll the 2 dice, and then that would choose the 2 bots, and then that's how you would compare your scores against them. So let's do that. Let's do it right now. I feel like the numbers are going to be difficult to get just right. We'll just do bot A and bot B. So we'll do bot B. We'll have a lot of speed. How about 15? And strength, let's say 8. Let's say scare was, I don't know. Let's say scare was 9. I think there could be some testing here for those numbers. But let's just say that's who we're playing against, unless someone else joins in here. But bot A and bot B, that'll be what they are for this game. All right. So you're going to be filling up these tracks, which represent your monster and its skills. We're going to compete in these 3 contests. The pizzazz is just extra. It's just sometimes your monster has a lot of pizzazz, and that just is fun. And then we're going to check. You score those medals, 7, 3, or 1, depending on gold, silver, or bronze. And then we're going to check your lowest number track. And you're going to score your lowest number track. So that's encouraging you to advance all your tracks as far as possible and hopefully have some tension of maybe spiking in a couple of them to medal to get on the podium, but then the lowest number is what you're going to score too. Lauren had a good strategy of just well-rounded yesterday, and she won with a very high lowest number. That was good. The way the gameplay works is we're going to roll 2 dice, and we're going to use the same dice. Hopefully you can see those okay. And what we do is we'll roll and then find the position of where those are. So we'll do the 3 and the 5. We didn't have a single tile yesterday, which made me feel a little better. I think it's a little more spread out now. So you'll find first the 3 and the 5 here, right? And you'll find where they intersect. Okay? This feels like a math, something that you would be doing in a math class. So that's one of the spots, right? That's a 3, 5. Then you're going to find the other place where that is. So this 3 and this 5. And those 2 intersect right here. So those are the 2 choices you have for this turn. As you can choose to get this scary face and get the 3 scare, which you would just advance that track 3 times. Or you can choose to get this lightning bolt. You can put it wherever you want, and you would advance your strength, your speed, and your pizzazz. Cool? When you do that, come down here, advance those tracks, draw the thing on the monster, and then you also will X off the box that you used. The importance of that is there are some things some extra bonuses you can get for marking off boxes in specific ways. One of those is if you mark a box, if you complete a row or a column completely with X's, then you get a bonus. I'll talk about that bonus in just a second. And that second is right now. That's a choose one of any track to advance. It's got a circle with a plus sign in it, and then it had, or sectioned off, and it has one of each symbol. So you get to choose just one track, any track, to advance just one. So that would be a reason why you care about where they go. Say these are my two choices and I have already 2 X's here. Gosh, I really want 3 scare, but you know what? I'm going to put an X here and get those bonuses because then I'm 3 more closer to getting that. Another reason why your placement matters is down here. At any point during the game, you can outline these shapes to get this bonus. If you make a square, four squares in the shape of a square, and they're X'd out, you can outline those to gain this bonus, and that's that choose any one thing to advance. You can also do this crazy plus sign, which is a little harder, and then you get a really cool bonus. And you're outlining it because once it's been outlined, you can't use that any of those shapes in the outline in another outline. So that's why you're like saying, I've outlined these, I've spent them. You can do that shape somewhere else on your board if you fill with X's. That's fine. It's just you can't reuse an outlined one in regards to getting the outline bonus. This bonus, this X, it lets you X anywhere on the board that does not have an X and gives you that monster abilities, and that you get to draw that on the monster. So that's an extra in addition to. So those orange X's are pretty key to get ahead of other players. Let me say this too. You may be wondering, because this is I think the weirdest rules hurdle with this game is, well, I have 2 spots. What if I choose this one and then a 3-5 is rolled again? Then there's only one spot that doesn't have an X. So then there's really not a choice, and that's not very fun. So you may always re-choose on a dice roll one that you already have an X in. So say I did an X here, and did this face, did 3 scare, did the face here, 3-5s rolled again. You know what? I want that scare. I'm going to do that again. Draw another freaky mouth on your monster. The only downside to that is it's not helping you towards getting these extra bonuses or getting these. But you always will have 2 choices on those kind of dice rolls where they're both there. What about doubles? Doubles, you don't really have a choice. If it's 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5, 6-6, well, there's not really a choice. And it's going to be, well, the choice you get is which track to advance. They're all I's, and you get to advance one of your tracks of your choices that got that symbol. Now, on top of all that, this is actually the last rule. We have these 3 bonuses. Now, you start the game with these 3 bonuses. You will not get more of these bonuses. You can use them or not. But what these do is it lets you, for a turn, go anywhere instead of where the dice would have you go. So in that example of a 3-5, I had this. Oh, I like that, but you know what? This turn I really want to X this one. So this is replacing, and it's not in addition to. So instead of doing those, I would X this off and then go anywhere I want on the board. X it and get the thing. Cool? You have 3 of those to use, so use them wisely. There's our buddy Wim. How are you, friend? Hello, hello, hello. We're learning some Monster Olympics. Not sure if you want to join in or not. This is, I think, the final version. I think it's the final one. You also notice along the Pizzazz track, we're not going to compete for that one, but that's also where you can get some of those orange X's that lets you X anywhere on the board. You're okay. Tell us, where did you just join in? You pretty? You are good, Win. It's going to be you and me competing for these medals. Yeah, I wonder, I think it's fine to have just 2. Yeah. I think, did you play last time, Wim? Last week? This one? I think you did. Yeah, that's the whole game. So it's cleaned up a little bit in regards to placement and movement. Good. So, oh, good for you. Good for you. Tell me what you last heard, Wim, and we'll catch up to speed. So we're going to compete here for medals. We're trying to build a monster that is going to be good in strength, speed, and scare. And as we do that, we're going to check each other's score at the end, how far along we are on those tracks. Whoever's the furthest along on that track will get a gold medal, which is 7 points. The next will get 3 points, the silver medal, and last will get bronze, 1 point. If it's just you and me, Wim, guess what? Gold and silver. We're on the podium no matter what. And then also your last thing that you score in this game is just your lowest track. So there's some press to try to advance all 4 of your tracks. Don't forget your pizzazz. Good. Good. Everything. Good. We are going to do a full recap. We got you, buddy. You grab the sheet. Great. Let me know when you're back. So it was so funny when this comboed off the other day, and it just was broken. Which is such a good example of so much of game design is fail faster. As they say this, of you want to get your game to the table and to play it and to figure out what is wrong with it as soon as possible. I love Matt Leacock talks about this, the designer of Pandemic and many other great games, of if you spend too much time on a prototype, whether it's the graphic design of it or the printing of it or the cutting it out and building it, you become more and more tied to your prototype for how much time you spent on it. So for him, especially in early design, he wants to get concepts to the table as quickly as possible and to be as loosely emotionally tied to those concepts so that he can easily change them. Because then we start to have this loss aversion where we go, well, I spent so much time on that, and then you don't change something that actually needs to be changed. So this idea of fail faster. All right, Wim, so you're able to look at the sheet now. You've got it in front of you. So the main concept of the game we're going to play over 15 rounds is we'll roll the dice, and with those 2 dice, we're going to find the 2 places on this map where the 2 and the 5 intersect. All right, so 2, 5 here, it would be right here. All right, so that's one of them. Then we check the 2 and the 5 here, and that's one of them. So now this is our choice. I don't know where JoJo is. I don't know. So our choice that you have is to choose one of these 2 monster things to add to your monster, and when you do that, you gain the bonus that's under it, coming down to the track, right, advancing those tracks. You think I need an arrow? I didn't put an arrow. It's kind of assumed. And then also Xing off the one that you chose. Xing off that space is important because if you X off an entire column or row, if you X off all of them in that, you get an extra bonus here. This lets you advance any one track. Camera's so blurry. But that lets you advance any one track one time. Your choice, just one, and just one advancement. So that's why X's matter where you place them. Also, X's matter for where you place them because down here, at any point during the game, you can choose to outline the shape if you have it in X's. And if you do, you gain the corresponding bonus for that. You outline it because you can only outline a shape. You can only use those X's in an outlined shape one time. So that would be to gain this advance any one track. This plus sign symbol would let you place an X anywhere on the board. That's an extra X anywhere on the board, gaining any bonuses. So the game starts out slow, but then the last couple turns, it really escalates to where there's some combos that are happening, where you finish one, you do this, outline that, put an X here, oh, I get an extra one for my track, all that jazz. If you notice too, along this pizzazz track, there's an X as you get to those, and that lets you place an extra X anywhere on the board, wherever you want. Doubles, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6 are all, you choose one of anything. Yeah, I wonder if it's a bad time for them. It might be. So that lets you choose any one of the things in that track. You may be not liking your options that you have, and so that's what these question mark dice are. You start with these 3 bonuses, and that's all you have for the game for them. Uh, uh, that was crazy. Jojo, were your ears burning? That was amazing. Who else do we want to talk about? And they'll just show up. That was so cool. So happy to have you here, Jojo. Did Wim get you here? I don't know. Maybe. Wim, the power of Wim. Are you going to join in, Jojo, today? You want to play? You're going to beat me on all the medals is what's going to happen if you do. I'm worried about it. All right, fun, fun, fun. All right, here we go. Game. All right, we're going to have to play somewhat fast. Here we go. Tell me when you've got it printed, and we'll back up and explain so you can catch up here. In all honesty, it's really not too complicated, and I really am happy about that. It's kind of a simpler piece here for us to play through. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep going. Keep the dream alive. Usually, and I love this on streams, usually there's a hangout time in the stream, right? Before the pregame, where you gather, people are getting there. Then once you hit a certain point, then it's like, all right, now let's learn the game. I was just jumping right in today. And so that's why, right, this would normally be the time that we would start explaining. Yeah, that's it. I'm for real stuck on this idea of open world, roll and write. I think I'm worried if I get into it, it might consume my year. It's all good, Wim. Jojo, let us know when you're ready for me to start explaining. It's a quick teach. It's a quick teach. Have y'all been playing any good games lately? Tell me about it. What have you been playing? Printing at the moment. You're printing at the ATM. You know what game we've been playing as a family is Marvel United. We have been loving it. Fun. Seize the Beam. I don't know that one. Tell me about Seizing the Beam. Seize the Beam. That sounds fun. Ooh, Heroes of Tennefer. That sounds fun too. Very good. Wim and Jojo, do y'all get to see each other in person? Are y'all in person? Or did you play on Board Game Arena? You playing virtually? Deck builder, resource management, worker placement. You're saying a lot of my favorite words all in that one chat message. Wow. That's so fun. Good for y'all. How about that? That's so cool. The wonders of it all. Very good. Ooh. Berlin coffee shops. I do like some coffee. That's a fun theme. I love it. Well, that is fun. We've been playing Marvel United around here. Wow, so it's a big game, heavy game. We've been playing Marvel United here, and it has just been so much fun. It captures the bit of like Pandemic, the co-op feel of Pandemic, with a shorter game. I think it's a shorter game. A little lighter. And you get to choose your superhero and who the supervillain is each time. So all those different combinations really have made for a lot of fun. I was Howard the Duck the other day, Doctor Strange. The girls have been Scarlet Witch and Mantis and Captain Marvel. It's just a blast. Yeah. If you're talking about the Marvel game, yes, they did. It is wild. I only got some of them, and now it's like I want all of them because all the characters are so fun to play, and that's the thing. All content, content, content. Jojo, how we doing? Did it print all right? Should we jump in here? Talking about Seize the Bean. Okay. Well, this is wild. Ready to go. Hang on, I gotta pull up Seize the Bean real quick. Okay, I can look that up later. A light-hearted deck builder about Berlin. This looks great. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my thing might break. Oh my gosh. That looks great. There's a little dog in the background. Oh, I love the little cups with the bits. That's wild. Wow, wow, wow. That completely off my radar. Hadn't heard of it. I'm glad you mentioned it. Ooh, co-op deck builder. That sounds great too. All right, friends, let's jump in. So we're going to roll 2 dice. Surprise. And we're going to use those same dice results. Surprise. And we are going to be building a monster. The goal of the game is to try to get gold medals and also to have a monster that has the furthest along in abilities. The 4 different abilities are strength, how strong your monster is, the speed, how fast your monster is, scare, how scary your monster is, and pizzazz. You know, some people just got it. Some people just got that pizzazz. At the end of the game, we're going to compare our tracks, our numbers, how far along we are on each track in strength, in speed, and in scare, not in pizzazz. With each one of those, we will get medals. Gold gets 7 points, silver gets 3 points, bronze gets 1 point. If we tie, it's friendly scoring for ties. If we tie on a track, then we both medal, and it doesn't skip a medal for the next player. So say Jojo and I tie, and Wim it was 1 less than us. Jojo and I would both get 7 for the gold, and Wim would get 3 for the silver. So it's friendly. The last one here I mentioned is you score your lowest number track. So you can't just max out on 3 and then leave 1 all the way down at nothing, because then you would score nothing. Say this is up at 11 and 10, and this one's at 2, and this one's at 16, I would score 2. So, and that's all the score is. So it's your medals and your lowest number. Now the way the gameplay works is we'll roll 2 dice. With those 2 dice, we're going to find the 2 places on our map that those 2 numbers intersect. So we'll find the 3 here and the 5 here, right? And those intersect here on this little lightning bolt. We'll find the 3 here and the 5 here. And we'll follow those along, find where they intersect. And that's here. Then you'll choose one of those 2. So this is the decision. This game is really just choosing one of 2 options along the way. I know, and usually you're 1 ahead of me, Jojo. This is the game I'm going to get you. So you would choose one of these 2 options. Now, the silly part of this game is what you choose is you get to draw that on your monster. You're going to build your Monster Olympian. That is just for funsies, and that's what the game's about. So you also will advance the tracks of what are underneath that little thing. So say we chose this scary face, we would advance our scare 3 times. Also, when you do that, you X off the box that you chose. That matters because there's some bonuses you get for Xing off certain things along the way. Also, if you ever go to X, if you have a choice between the 2, you can choose on your dice rolls one of the spots that has an X. So if I had X'd this earlier and a 3-5 was rolled again, I could choose the same one again. It just doesn't help for the other benefit of trying to put a lot of X's on your board. Okay? So you're never ever going to be stuck. You're never not going to have a choice. Doubles, if you notice, are down the diagonal, 1, 1, 2, 2, and so on. And it has this symbol. It's a circle, and it's divided up into quarters there, and then it has one of each of the symbols. When you get that, you get to choose one of any track to advance one time. So it's not as good as these 3s, but it is one of your choice. Let's talk about the X's and why they matter. If you fill up a row, or if you fill up a column completely of X's, you'll get the bonus of choose one any track to advance. That's just extra, that's fun. Isn't that great? Yay. So try to do that, because it's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight game. Also down here, where you put your X's, you can do one of these 2 outlines on your board. If you do them, you gain the bonus. This would be the shape of a 2x2 square, right, of X's. You can outline it. The outlining matters because it's just you can't re-outline one that's already been used for these bonuses. Or you can do this plus sign outline, and it has this cool orange X, which is the best of the bonuses. That lets you, when you gain that, you use it right away. You get to X anywhere on the board. Extra. It's an addition to. It's not a replacement. It's extra. X anywhere, gain the bonuses. Gives you a lot of power too, because you can go anywhere on the board. If you'll notice too, as you go down the pizzazz track, that's also a bonus that you can gain as you go down it. Cool, cool, cool. That's actually the game. We did it. Any questions? I think it's time. You can use these outlines multiple times as long as you're able to. Good question, Jojo. If you've already crossed off the square and then you want to use that square again, you do get the bonus again. Correct. If you exit, it's showing you're doing all those things. You exit, you draw the shape, or you draw the little silly thing, and then you gain the icons under it. You may re-X that one again. You just get all the bonuses again. It's just that it's not going to help you towards these other goals. It may be the right choice to do that, though, because there are a couple spaces where it's 3 of one type, and that's good. All right, we're going to play here. Roll 1 is a 2 and a 5. I like to put the pieces here to help me. So here are our 2 choices, 2, 5, and 2, 5. It is like Mr. Potato Head. Maybe that's the theme. So we could go 2 pizzazz, or we could go one of each of the non-pizzazz. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a nose on this guy. How big is this nose? I might have started too big. You can make that a smiley face too. Don't feel restricted. Be as creative as you want to. So I'm getting 1 blue, 1 green, 1 red. 1 strength, 1 speed, 1 scare. Tell me when you are ready. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I was telling Steph earlier, my daughters have open house today. So after this game, I'm going to run. So it's not going to be a 2-hour stream. It'll be more like an hour stream. 1 hour stream. It is our stream, but it's going to be a shorter stream. 1, 6 is roll 2. 1 and a 6. So we've got our corners. You can go with the mustache or the hoof. Let's get it. Let's get it on then. I think I'm going to go mustache. That is kind of scary. So I'll advance that twice and advance my pizzazz. Pizzazz. Yesterday, Lauren was wanting bonus for the corners. Maybe there should be. Maybe there should be. Here we go. Roll 3. Let me know if I'm going too fast. Roll 3 is a 5 and a 6. So we have a choice here. Here's the 5, 6. Here's the 5, 6. I like either of these. I kind of want to. I'm trying to get my scare up, I think. I'm going to do this one. Don't forget, did I not mention these bonuses? I don't think I did. I'm sorry. You start with 3 bonuses. Yeah. With these 3 bonuses, you can spend 1 and that lets you, instead of using the dice rolls for that turn, you may place your X anywhere. It's different from the orange X. The orange X is an extra X anywhere. It's instead of your dice rolls, it's a replacement. Instead of those dice rolls, you're going to get to go anywhere you want. You only have 3 uses of that. When we played yesterday, I spent them too early, and then I was very limited. So, but that helps you get those filled. Hey, Mac! General opinion was that, oh, that's very kind. Oh, I didn't add a mustache. It's like the most important part of the game is adding a mustache. And adding a big fire. Maybe, what should I do? I think I'm going to give him 1 unibrow of flame. It's a fire unibrow. Mac, how are you? You doing all right? Happy Thursday. Ooh, this guy's really coming along now. All right, here's roll 4. Cool. Oh, that's tough. Living the dream. 1, 6. All right, so this is that situation again, right? Now I'm glad this came up so we can talk about it. I have these 2 choices again. It's not that just I have to choose this one. I could choose this one or this one. If I choose this one again, that's fine. I would draw another mustache somewhere, and I get those bonuses. It's just I'm not adding extra X's to the board. Okay. I can do this hoof, or don't forget you have these bonuses. Really am into the scare thing. I think I do want to meddle on scaring. Nah, I'm going to do a hoof. Hoof. I guess it'll be the leg. I'll do a hoof down here. It is kind of like Mr. Potato Head or Humpty Dumpty or something, isn't it? All right. Mac, Jojo, I have a crazy idea if you're still here. I want to do an open world roll and ride adventure. And I will only regret it. Not yet, just wait. 2, 5. Yeah, so think somewhat like Dice in the Darkness, a little lighter in regards to how long each room would be. And think instead of 10, think like 50. Be in a book. You can go anywhere you want. If you played as a group, you would just go together to the places and play the same. But I kind of see it as a potential solo type of thing with the option to play together. So 2, 5. Here we are again. I could do 2 pizzazz. Pizzazz is not as common as others. If you notice, there's no 3 pizzazz anywhere. Anyways, but that's I think the I think the fun thing about that, I'm going to go the belt. What has me thinking about it, Mark Rosewater, the guy who does Magic the Gathering, one of the head designers, he has several design podcasts, which I really love. One of his big things that he says, which I think he actually got from someone else, is that restrictions breed creativity. And so then instead of you can do whatever you want, saying what if it was only these things you could do, and then being really creative in that. You're good, Wim. Let us know when you're ready. Wim already, comboing off. Oh, that was that Board Game Design Lab. That's what Gabe Barrett. Mark Rosewater is big time, man. I'd love to meet him at some point. He's so cool. The way he designs, I think it's just so great. But I think the design restrictions around that for this open world roll and write adventure would be that each page, it would need to be smaller, and it would need to be 10 or less rounds, 10 or less rolls, so very few decisions. and that it would be really quick to get in and to get out. So those would kind of be the design parameters. Uh, you know, that's fun. It's fun to think about that. You know, I don't know how much it would carry. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know yet. Oh my gosh, another 2-5 for roll 6. Are we okay? No, I haven't yet. Is that good? Thanks, Wim. Sorry, I rushed it there. 2-5 again. So this is again a repeat for roll 6. 2 and a 5. So you could choose one of these again, or I might use mine to go anywhere. You know where I'm going? I'm going right here. Because I'm getting my scare up. But look, it's his mouth is going to be really tiny though. This game could also be like a robot you're building, but I like the monster theme a little better. That's neat. Ooh, Steph, I love RPGs. That is, I have had a craving, an inkling for getting back into playing some RPGs with buddies. So fun. We've gotten more into doing one-shot RPGs where you play all the story in one sitting. Not like a really long day, but like one night. You just play it all. And then it's really fun because part of it is getting the party back together. That's difficult to do with people's schedules and to tell a story and to tell a coherent story over a long time. It's like legacy games right now. It's really difficult. You know, we started a legacy game pre-pandemic and then we haven't been able to finish it. Roll 7 is a 2 and a 5 again. Roll 7 is a 2-5 again. What if it's just 2-5 the whole time? So I'm gonna. This seems like a really good play. I'm gonna use my wild again to go anywhere. I'm gonna go one above here. I can go anywhere on the board. It just happens to be right above. Here's why. First of all, look at these sunglasses. Too cool for school. This guy. Right? Look at him. And now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a scare, and then I'm going to get 2 fame. And I hit this orange one here, orange X. That lets me go anywhere I want. And I think I'm going to go here. I'm going to get a wing. Let's get a freaky wing. There we go. You know what I'm going to get to do today is I think we're going to get to go see Black Widow. I've not been able to see it yet. I'm very excited for it. Big Marvel fan. That was great. I like that turn a lot. Oh, and I get these also. So I get speed, speed, and pizzazz. So just for scoring cases, if you look at what I have here, I have 2, 3, 8, 6. If we were to score right now, if it was the end of the game, my lowest number, I would only get 2 points. So you see the challenge. I would probably get gold and scare, but then I'd only get 2 points. So I think I'm going to try to up my score here, up my strength as we go. Roll 8. Will it be another 2-5? Oh my, it's a 1-1. So this is the first time we've had doubles. Here's your choice. Your choice is to get an I and to do one of anything, advance one of anything. Or don't forget you could use one of your bonuses if you still have them. I don't love where that's located. I feel like I want to come over here and do some more things. So I'm gonna use this and go anywhere. It's my last one. And I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna do this eye. Let me tell you why. There's the eye. I get to choose one of anything. I'm going to do pizzazz. I've got a pizzazz plan. And look, I just finished this column. So I get this bonus. I get one of anything. I'm going to get one more pizzazz. My hope is that I'll spike on one of these pizzazz. I'll get one of the 2 stars, and then that'll let me get anywhere for free. And then I'm hoping to do a plus sign somewhere along here. I have some potential still. If I get a 2, I'm going to a 2-6. I'm going to do that one. That seems good. All right, 1-3 is the roll. A 1 and a 3. Here are our choices. Oh, I need that strength so bad. That's what I needed. Big old fist here. It's 3 on that. Roar. It's like a whole can this guy has. How do I do it? Which way is the thumb? I think this is it. There we go. Can't believe I did it. If there's an artist watching, they're like, what is he doing? It's pizzazz now. No, I think I like pizzazz a lot. Lauren said that yesterday, and I was like, I like the sound of that. It was honor or bling, or fame. Those were the 3 that were. But I like pizzazz. It's a little sillier. Here we go. 1-6. You may or may not have a choice. This is what we're doing. I don't have a choice anymore. So I have to repeat one of these. I'm going to do this hoof. Look, it's like he matches. That worked out. And I will get a strength, and a speed. Now it's a whole different story. Now my speed is what's low. How about that? You like fame, Steph? Yeah, fame's good. I like that too. The pizzazz. The pizzazz gets me the Z's in it. All right, how are we doing, everyone? Are we good for roll 11? Moving fast today. This game, I think, is ready to go. I'm happy for feedback. Don't hesitate to share feedback. But I'm getting the Board Game Geek page set up. Another free roll and write. Call it the Z's. Here we go, roll 11. 1-5, 1-5. We can get a wing. We get some sunglasses. Now remember what I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna get another pair of sunglasses. And we are just getting this X to go anywhere. What do I do with another pair of sunglasses? Maybe he's holding it. Maybe he's holding another pair of sunglasses. How about that? Sure. He's angry. So I get to go anywhere. Where shall I go? We could go squid arm. We'd have to hit a 5-6. We could do this unicycle wheel. What do you think? That unicycle wheel seems really good. Nah, squid arm. All right, I got to do that because of my extra here. Squiddy arm. I like this. This is pretty good. Look at this guy. He's seen some stuff. Yeah. Are we okay to roll? Roll 12? We're in the end game. 6-6. Wowzers. So close to that. Let's just advance any one spot. It's going to be another I. Now I don't have any choices because I've spent all my bonuses. We're going to put another I here. We're going to do one in the speed. It's like 2 arms on one side. Maybe it's like a side shot, you know, it's flying away. I do like that you don't have all the information as you're building. Reminds me of the snowman paleontologist. As you build, it's like you have to roll with it every time. This guy, he just flies in circles. He just has one wing. Roll 13. Here we go. That's exactly what I needed. That's what I needed. 5, 6. So here are your two choices. You can go flame or hair. I'm going to get this awesome hair. I'm very excited about this awesome hair. I'm going to do just a little bit of it. He's so cute now. I love it. So here's what I'm really happy about for that. One, I get this and this. But I'm going to do this outline thing. I haven't had the opportunity to do so yet. So don't forget this. This is a little extra piece to the game. And so I'm going to outline it here. And it's this plus sign. That lets me go anywhere on the board. I like that a lot. Because now it's like the combo stuff starts to happen. So I think... I'm going to go here. I'm going to get this lightning bolt. Because I want to finish this. So that gives me a strength, a speed, and a yellow. Yellow. I need to add a lightning bolt here. Maybe he throws lightning, like Zeus. So he'll hold that. Sound good? That was a long turn for me. Everyone okay? Roll 14. These are where the turns can get longer, where the combos start happening. 4, 6. 4 and a 6. We have this freaky spiky tail thing, or horn, or what you want it to be. We have unicycle wheel. Come on now. I will take that all day. Where should we put this? 1, 2, 3. I can't believe that. That was huge. I'm going to just put him on a unicycle. That's a wheel. That's a unicycle. He's riding a unicycle. He's riding a unicycle, everyone, okay? I'm going to put little pedals here. He's riding a unicycle, I promise. How are we doing? So think about your combos. I would love a 1-5 for the final roll, or I would like a 2-6, or any double yellow, any double pizzazz would be really good. Cool. Here we go. Roll 15. Yeah, good, good, good. So yeah, you can hold, you can hold these things and do it. 1, 4. Here are choices. Oof, I think I'm going to go well-rounded. So I'm going to do strength, strength, and scare. And I have a claw. Where do I put this extra claw? Maybe it's going to be more like a tail. Like a weird claw tail. All right, combo out. Do your things. There's nothing else I'm allowed to outline. It's pretty. You end up just doing a couple outlines. It's kind of an interesting little take. Plays quick. Plays quick. That's it. So if you'll do this, if you'll put in the chat, this is where it's kind of interesting to play on a stream, right? But if you'll put them in order, strength, good job, Wim. Strength, dexterity, or, not dexterity, speed. Strength, speed, scare. You'll put those 3 in the chat, okay? So I had 11, 10, 12, and then we're going to compare scores and give out medals. Oh. Wim, at least I beat you on one. Wim, I knew that you were in those X's, those orange X's are right up your alley. That is speaking your language. I'm with you too. All right, well, Wim's beating me in the first 2. I'm beating him in scare. So I'll definitely score 10 points for my lowest number. So that's positive. All right, once we do this scoring, I'm going to have to run, dear friends. Open of the houses. JoJo's comboing is what it is. I'm really worried. It's going to be 12, 11, 13 for JoJo. Yeah, I ended up pretty well rounded. I wonder if you should also just score your highest one. You know what I mean? 12, 12, 12. Of course you did, JoJo. All right, so we're going to check. The first one, Wim and JoJo, you both get gold. You share gold. So you both get 7 points for strength. I get 3 points. I got the silver medal. Good job. All right, for the middle one, speed. It is Wim with the gold. You get 7 points. JoJo, you have the silver at 12, and I get bronze with 1. For scare, I can't believe it. Tied for gold. JoJo and I both get 7 for gold on scare, and Wim, you get silver for it, so you get 3 points. So let's see. And then score your lowest number. And that's the game. I had 21. 21. And look at this crazy guy. He's seen some stuff. How'd we do? How'd y'all do? I like this one. It's different. Wow, good job. JoJo, 29. Wim, 25. So if there was like a bigger medal, I know, Wim, we can't beat JoJo. They know what's up. Cool. That's Monster Olympics. What'd y'all think? Sorry, not sorry. Oh, friends, this has been fun. I like it. I think I'm gonna post it as is. Yeah, I simplified some of the rules. It was pretty good, and then I overcomplicated it. That's usually how it goes. I had 21, Steph. So it was close, 29, 25, 21. Yeah, it was close. Believe me, it was close. Yep, I know, Wim. Yep. I like that track that it's different. It's like, it's good to go down that track because you get those freebies, but yeah. JoJo, yeah, good question. That is what it was. It's complicated, or in regards to it's difficult to figure it out in your head or to easily explain it. In my mind, it makes sense, but then there's this whole like, oh well, you can do anything in the 3 columns or anything in the 5 columns, and at that point, it's basically almost all the pieces. It's not, but it just is a. Instead, it's like, well, what if it was just you can go anywhere? I had a whole thing of the higher number or the lower number that was rolled. You can go anywhere on that numbers track because I wanted to limit it more. And instead, I just was like, just go where you want. Live it up. Have fun. Ah, friends, this has been good. All right. Well, I'm going to have to run. But thank you for joining in. Wim, thanks for making the call to JoJo. And yeah, happy Thursday. I'll be back next Thursday. Play a different game, not Monster Olympics. We'll see what happens. You only change one number with the bonus. Cool. Cool. If you want to share your silly monster, if you got into drawing it, you can share that silliness. Mine is almost embarrassing how crazy it is. This has been so fun. And yeah, I'm going to wrap up. Oh, we need raid. I think my coffee is hitting me. Let us raid somebody. Who shall we raid? Oh, we've got Ruel. He's over there. What's he doing? Looks like he's having some fun. You have Crit Camp. Looks like they're doing some good. Let me send you all over to Ruel, okay? Here we go. We'll see you, friends.